Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made these super adorable and easy Dollar Tree DIYs for Valentine's Day. And I'm so excited because 3 of these DIYs only cost $1 each because they include a free printable that I'm going to be linking down below that you can find on my blog. And everything is just so fun and quick to make. But before we get started, if you're not yet subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. For this first DIY, I'm starting off with this wood heart that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to be peeling off that sticker on the back. Now I'm going to be painting it a very light pink color, and to achieve that color, I'm going to be mixing some white chalk paint with some pink paint. So I'll leave this white chalk paint linked down below. I got it on Amazon, and this pink one is just plain pink acrylic paint that I already had. But if you do not have chalk paint and you do not want to pick any up, that is totally okay. Dollar Tree has a large selection of acrylic paints that you can use for this, but chalk paint does tend to cover very quickly and it gives like a nice thick coat, so I do like using chalk paint when I can. After 2 coats of paint and some dry time, my heart was ready for the next step. So I'm going to be using these letter transfers from the Dollar Tree. I had both on hand, the black ones and the gold ones, but I decided to use the gold ones. And I'm just going to start off by cutting out each letter that I need. So I'm going to be making the word Cupid across the heart. So here I have all my letters ready to go. And to attach these, you just want to peel off that paper backing, place your letter transfer where you want it, and you just have to apply a little bit of pressure over the gold part there, just until it transfers onto your object. So it's super simple, very quick and easy. And you can also use an instrument to help you with this. So here you can see I'm using the end of a paintbrush just to help me apply some pressure, and the letter comes off perfectly. Next, I'm going to be using these felt heart stickers from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to be using 2 white ones today. So you just want to peel off that back and stick it where you like. And for the last step for this heart, I'm going to be using this twine that I found at the Dollar Tree. It's a really pretty white and gray color. And I'm just going to wrap it around a couple times and then tie it off into a little bow. Then you can just trim the ends of that bow and you are all done. I love this heart, it's so pretty. It's all of my favorite colors. I love ballet pink and white and gray, so this one is definitely one of my favorite DIYs. Next up is a DIY that only cost $1. So I'm starting off with this little wood sign that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just using a screwdriver to help me very carefully pry off those little edges. They're just glued on, so they will come off pretty easily, but you don't want to damage them. So just take a little bit of time and care to remove them carefully. Once all the edges were off, I just went ahead and peeled off that paper there because we're not going to be needing this at all. And it's okay if you do not get all of it, but most of it. And you just want to make sure that it's pretty flat. And then you're just going to be needing this free printable that is on my blog. Again, I will leave that link down below for you. And I just printed mine on some cardstock so it was a little bit thicker. And to attach it, I just put some hot glue on the edges and just pressed it down into the center of my board. And the last step is just reapplying that frame. So you just want to put some hot glue on the center of it there and then just press it right back into place. And I'm starting off with my top one and then moving on to the 2 side ones and then last the bottom. And there might be a little leftover paper on there, so just make sure you clean them up before you reapply them to your board. And that is it for this $1 DIY. To say I'm a little bit obsessed with this is definitely an understatement. It is just so cute and has such a retro feel to it. I just absolutely love it. I will definitely be putting this on my coffee bar, and I think I might just have to leave it up year-round. And for the next DIY, you're just going to need a mug from the Dollar Tree, so I just picked up this red one here. And next you're going to need a piece of cardboard or just some cardstock like I'm using here. And I'm going to start off by tracing a circle from my mug, and then I'm just going to be cutting out that circle. Once your circle is all cut out, you're just going to want to measure it by holding it right above your coffee mug and making sure it does not fall through to the center. Next, I'll be taking one of these table tennis balls from the Dollar Tree and just hot gluing it to the center of my circle. Next, you're just going to need some lightweight spackle from the Dollar Tree, but make sure it is the lightweight version. And I'm starting off by just mixing it around in that container with a plastic spoon just to fluff it up a little bit and make it easier to work with. Then I transferred it to a plastic cup, and now I'm just going to be adding some paint to it. So this will help to thin it out a little bit so it's easier to work with. And I thought it would just be really pretty to make it a nice pink color, so I added a little bit of pink to mine. And next you're just going to need a sandwich Ziploc bag and a little tip for piping. So this comes from the Dollar Tree from their cake decorating kit. So I just put it in the corner there and just trim the little corner of the bag so it could fit through it. And then I'm going to be adding all of my drywall spackle to that plastic bag and then just piping it around that paper circle, starting at the edge and then working my way inward until I get to the top of that ball. If you have any little bare areas like I did, it's super simple to fix this. You can just take your spackle and just pipe it into those little areas there and fill in any bare spots. Now, to give it a real Valentine's Day feel, I'm just going to take some of these Conversation Heart candies that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to be pressing them in all around into the wet spackle. And I wanted to give our little coffee drink a straw, so I just took one of these paper straws from the Dollar Tree and I just trimmed it down to size, and then I'm just going to be inserting it into that wet spackle before it dries, that way it can have the hole. And here is my topper after 24 hours of drying, and I just took my straw out, that way I could secure it into that little hole that I made previously with some hot glue to make sure it does not come out. And now for my last step, I'm just going to be decorating my little mug with more of those felt heart stickers from the Dollar Tree. So I just chose a large pink one and then a smaller white one for the center of my mug. How adorable is this little faux candy heart drink? I think it's going to look perfect on my coffee bar, and I'm definitely going to pair it with that latte sign that we just made. And now for the other two $1 DIYs, I'm going to be starting off with two of these 8x10 frames from the Dollar Tree in that faux wood look. And then I'm also going to be using these two free printables that are on my blog, and I will leave those linked down below for you guys. So to start off, you just want to remove everything from one of your frames and then use that paper insert as a guide for where to cut out your love sign. So I created it so the pink would have a little bit of a white border around it. So you just want to center your paper there, and it should look like this after you cut it out. And I'm using the glass as a backing because I don't want it to have a glare to it, but you could definitely put the glass over the picture if that's what you prefer. But I just put mine behind, and now I'm just pressing all those tabs right back down, and that is it. And for our second one, it's even easier because I have a little dark outline here. So if you just cut on those edges, you will have the perfect 8x10 size for your frame. And in just a couple of minutes and $2, you have two really beautiful art prints for your Valentine's Day decor. And that is it for today's DIYs. I hope that you guys really love these. You know that I love doing free printables for you guys because it's such a fun and easy, quick craft. And I love to do it whenever I can, and I hope that you guys really did enjoy this video. If you did, please do subscribe if you are not yet subscribed, and give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching.